we go from SoFi. And Smith will take a knee. Rams offense gets it to 30. Here they are. Ouch. Kyren Williams the back, and here goes Stafford. Here goes Nacua. Puka gains about 7 to open the account tonight. Back in 2009. Second and short. Kyren Williams. Notre Dame running back. Has the first down. Josh Sweat with the tackle for the Eagles. Sunday before Thanksgiving, knowing a lot of Philly fans traveled out. On the 41. Second throw, steps out. Hey, Matthew Stafford's running. That hasn't happened all year. Slides at the 43 for a first down.
His stats are in rushing this year, 10 for -7 yards. He just made up for all that. There you go, Matthew Stafford. Everything on the line here tonight. And you know it when Stafford takes off.
Longest run with the Rams. You have to go back to his Lions days for a run that long. It was 15 on that one. And Williams busting through into the secondary. Pulled down to the 16-yard line. Henry Blankenship.
This is that mesh point right here on the inside zone. This is the Rams' best play, most productive play, and Kyren Williams' favorite play. And there you see why.
Good opening there, and then watch the combination of Slay and Blankenship, the two starters in the back end, collide with each other, and different portions of the athletic training staff are looking at both of them. Slay now getting up and walking off under mostly his own power. Blankenship still being looked at. Williams trying to take it to the outside. He gets tagged down, lost the football. Ruled it down. Ruled no fumble and down. The initial indication from the down judge, Tom Stephen, might be out. Let's look close here, Chris.
That ball is definitely out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is fumble, recovered by the defense. First down, Philadelphia.
It doesn't have to hit the ground, just be in the air and released.
Yes, Chris. Yep.
And they got it right, and the Eagles have it. Here comes Saquon Barkley, spinning and turning. Physical running he's done all year. DeVonta Smith, big headline for the Eagles on offense tonight. The tight ends will be involved. Dallas Goedert's got a first down. C.J. Uzomah active for the Eagles. Called up for the practice squad. He was the man in motion. Hurts has some space. He'll fire instead on the run. A.J. Brown for the first down.
A.J. Brown, just such a powerful force. He really is, going across the field and going up against Darius Williams there, who is the best for this Rams team. But I tell you, when you get Jalen Hurts out on the edge.
Hurts we know about over the years. Protected here, lofting for Brown, coming across the other way. Lost the linebacker's space. And you hear all the Philly fans roaring, gain of 18. Ainias Smith, the rookie out of Texas A&M, the motion man. Barkley, left side, with blocking. Puts his head down and gets to the 27-yard line. But Barkley, who... Jahan Dotson in motion, design run for Hurts. Runs over Barkley on his way into the red zone. Philly will have it first and 10. First down, and Barkley again. Runs of 8 and 6 and 8.
But there's a lot of people who can run behind that kind of blocking there.
Barkley looking to bounce this one to the outside. He's chopped down. Star, longtime Raven offensive tackle. Barkley moving inside. Going about a couple of yards. The Rolodex of checks at the line. Hurts running to the right, using the block, gets inside the 5-yard line. Barkley the back, Brown in motion. It's a read, a shovel forward, and Dallas Goedert is stopped inside at the 4-yard line. This from 21. No problem. No jinx, no problem. Knocks it through for the first point to this one. Built this stadium, opened in September of 2020. It's year 5 and year 4 with fans inside enjoying it. Touchback. Rams have it at the 30 against the Philadelphia defense. Injured a couple of plays ago are back on the field. Rams moved it nicely on the opening drive. Stafford had a sprint to get it to Kyren Williams. Gets the ball right back in his hands and gains 3 yards to the 33.
Usually they can find a tip, and they can't with him.
Stafford's in the air. He scans. It goes middle for Nacua, who brought it in at the 47-yard line. Year 2, 5th-round pick. Stafford throws to Cooper Kupp. Out of bounds in Eagles territory. Pick up a 4.
They're going to have to do it again tonight.
Hunter Long with the block. Kyren Williams, left side into the secondary. First down for Williams. Good matchup, too. Good sexy matchup. The wide receivers of the Rams, corners of the Eagles. Stafford hit as he throws. That pass was incomplete as he got pressured from Milton Williams. Chris, there are a lot of big names on this defensive front, but Milton Williams has jumped out to you getting ready for this. Williams in his 4th year out of Louisiana Tech. 2nd and 10. It's the 4-man rush. Stafford, a rocket to Demarcus Robinson. His arm still as good as ever to the 25-yard line. The veteran Robinson picks up a Rams first down. Robinson had a sweet touchdown grab to win in overtime in Seattle. Off the spot again. Space for Nacua. Inside the 10. First and goal for the Rams. Nacua takes it to the 6. It's a gain of 19.
You really do believe, watch how quickly they get out of their stances. It looks like outside zone the whole way. Come back the other way, and then you get that beast out in space.
Kupp so often in motion. The move man there. Stafford throws it away. He knew Kupp and Nacua were not open right away. Stafford, end zone, incomplete flag. Robinson slay the flag. First and goal for the Rams, the 1.
Watch his right arm. See whether or not he hooks him with that right arm.
Defense number 2. First down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Williams the back. Kyren's got it inside. Touchdown, LA.
Kevin Dotson, and he's going to have to win this one-on-one, and he does. Comes right out, gets the movement back into the end zone. And I tell you, the Eagles defense has not come close to stopping the Rams. They had the 1 fumble, but other than that.
8.5 yards per play. First 14 plays of this one. Joshua Carty, the rookie out of Stanford. Good rush off the edge. Keep that in mind later on tonight. Idolizing Steven Jackson from the Rams St. Louis days when Kyren was growing up in the Midwest. Eagles will take over at the 30. I thought that was a passing unit.
Dickey and James Brooks.
Okay. Here goes Hurts in the 30. Corner pressure by Lake picked up. Lake stays with it. He outlets it to Barkley. And Saquon turns what could have been a sack into a gain of 4. Back end of the quarter. Design run with Hurts. Strong run straight through by Christian Rosefood. San Francisco and Buffalo. So fun and busy times. Great football time of the year. Barkley, another run for Saquon. Ankle tackle at the 44-yard line, or else there would have been more. Cam Kinchins, the rookie, brought him down. Kenneth Gainwell gives Barkley a breather. Hurts is chased. He's just going to be out of the pocket and throw it to the bench. Again, doing the aerial stuff without Devontae Smith tonight. Missing the game with a hamstring. Barkley inside. 3rd and 6. Rams bring in 5. Hurts will go down. This front for the Rams has been terrific this year.
They are squeezing hard, trying to not let Jalen Hurts get outside that pocket. You could see on the outside it was Jared Verse's former FSU teammate getting thrown to the ground, but Braden Fisk now taking the lead in sacks between those two.
Pressure on Braden Mann up the middle. He just got rid of it. Good pressure on Mann. 54 on the kick. Xavier Smith with some space. Gets 10 yards on the return to the 20-yard line. Rams take over at the 21, leading 7-3. Stafford got it out right away. It's Nacua and Puka. Brought down by Cooper DeJean, gain of a half dozen.
Up and down the field.
Play action, Stafford, lofting to Nacua. Oh, almost came up with it. He and Darius Slay, a great battle. Nacua came down hard. Pass incomplete. The 2-star receivers for the Rams, Theron Robinson. Really good matchup tonight. So 3rd and 4, and Stafford on the run throws. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Cooper Kupp and the rookie DeJean.
It's really kicked in at the bye. What happened different at the bye? Cooper DeJean came in to play the slot position. And there he is against one inside kind of wide receivers and dominated on that one.
And Evans to punt it for the Rams. Britton Covey reactivated after he missed about a couple of months.
Because it takes this entire offense into the second half to really get it going.
To the right from the 36. Strong. Injuries, of course, stunting his success the first couple of years, or 2 of those years, I should say, after the great start to his career. Hurts going to escape and take off and get the first down and more. Jalen Hurts.
You have to maintain that contain against this guy.
Gainwell inside, 4th year back out of Memphis, gains 3 both sides of MetLife Stadium, the Jets and Giants side, contributing to this Philadelphia offense this year.
Not out there for Philadelphia.
3rd and 4. Hurts has some time and throws complete to Brown. AJ through a tackle. Brown on the run inside the 20. First down at the 13-yard line.
There are guys that you can't cover, and there are guys that you can't tackle. It just so happens that A.J. Brown is both. You can't cover him, and then when he catches it, you can't tackle him afterwards. And so this guy has just continued to be an artist.
Howie Roseman, quarter century of the organization. Executive Vice President swinging that one out to Jahan Dotson, who came over in trade. There's a flag.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
See all the communication. Dickerson right in the middle of it there. As Hurts fires to the end zone. He missed the open man. It was Goddard. Dallas Goddard.
Offside. Offense number 83 lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Get a first down at the 4. Hurts throwing in the middle, trying to get that screen set up, but Barkley couldn't get the motor running. It'll be a loss of a yard and 3rd down.
They had a blocker in front, and it looked like it had a real chance, and he just could not get it going. Good hustle.
16, pressure coming, flag.
Replay.
Hurts scrambles, looks, takes off, and he will get hit. Good catch on the snap, and good from 31 yards as well. Braden Mann did a nice job to get that down.
Pretty good.
It'll be a touchback and take over at the 30-yard line.
It's a very interesting looking Rams team. Now they need something here to control the ball until halftime.
Kyron Williams with the run. He is brought down by Nakobe Dean. No gain, 2nd and 10. Draw. Williams, nothing. Moro Ajuma, the 2nd-year man out of Texas. Bringing 4. Graham hits Stafford. Brandon Graham, 36 years old, in game 206, more than any Eagle ever.
From Brandon Graham, watch the double arm swat straight down, and Warren McClendon had no chance, literally fell on his face in front of him because he was leaning so far forward, and Graham, in much the same way Tom Brady on the ground to win that Super Bowl, comes up again.
Evans' kick is 48 yards. Britton Covey back in the lineup. Good return man. You know, my family got their tickets Friday afternoon. We'll check on that. Barkley on Sunday night. Gain of 11. And Saquon takes it right near midfield in the first down. Then he was marked at 10. Then they marked him shy of the first down. So it's officially a gain of 9. It's second and inches. And Dotson has to go backwards to make the catch and get the first down right across midfield. 3:10 until the half. Woo. Barkley up the middle. Spun down by Omar Spates, the undrafted rookie out of LSU. But big chunks of yards to start this drive. No rush over 10 yards, and he has 61. Keeps his balance here. And there's a rush of 11 yards. Down hard hit. Approaching the 2-minute warning. Hurts going to keep this. Got Goddard out there to block for him. Chased to the sideline and pushed out by Byron Young. For the Niners and the Bills. 2nd and 10 for Hurts. Complete for 5 to Goddard. Bring up 3rd and 5 here. Hurts directing A.J. Brown. 5 in the pattern. Taken off. Right at the line. Ball in the left hand as he was going out of bounds. The mark at the 20 is a first down. Rams still have 2 timeouts to use if they want to try to get the ball back. Hurts looking left. It's covered. Now making it up. On the run, he fires sideline. See if they're in bounds with Barkley. Yes. 1st and goal. Eagles looking to take the lead. Barkley again stopped on the inside. Now McVay will use that 2nd timeout. Johnny Wilson, the man in motion. Hurts looking left. Going end zone. Touchdown E.J. Now he couldn't hang on. Brown could not hang on. But hit by Quentin Lake.
You could see Brown trying to work his feet, and yet his hand got knocked off the ball right before that other foot got down in the ground.
This is close because it's 1, 2, and the punch comes out. That might be a touchdown. Let's hang on here a second. Catch 1, 2.
Ruling on the previous play.
3.
Is under review.
Yeah. Terry McAuley, is that a touchdown?
Absolutely, Mike, it's a touchdown. He gets control, 2 feet down in bounds, and he takes that additional step fully on the field.
After reviewing the play, the ruling is touchdown.
Jake Elliott makes it 13-7. Philadelphia Rams have a timeout and a $1.27. Try to get something back in Los Angeles. Chris took in the Laker game last night, right?
I did. It was fun.
Yeah, not bad. Big time right there with the celebrities. Loves his Philly stuff as well. To the air right away. Cooper Kupp out of bounds. Stop the clock. Gain of 5. $1.23 and a timeout to go as the Rams try to get a little bit closer.
And they're going to get the ball back to start the 2nd half as well.
Pressure, Nakobe Dean up the middle. Gets to Stafford.
Watch Nakobe Dean. Going to be met right here by Williams, stepping up, sort of, kind of, and right through. So the physical nature of this Eagles, I was going to say defense, but team.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
That's the difference, and that's what's going to make this team.
Try to get the ball back and do more damage. And the Rams letting it run down here. Williams runs to 35. Philly now takes the timeout with 33 seconds left.
Just wearing down in the 2nd half, and certainly Saquon in that running game contributed.
Ethan Evans gets rid of it quick. It's the sideline. Coming till they're ready to get out of the way because we're getting decent field position. This might be around the 35 or so. Eagles looking at maybe 30, 33 yards or so to get comfortably in range. Empty out the backfield here. And Hurts throws it in the middle, incomplete. And trying to jump that and did with a flag.
Pass interference. Defense number 37. First down as a start of the foul.
In very reasonable field goal range for a long-range attempt. Hurts got rid of that as the pressure was coming. Incomplete for Calcaterra. So the Rams defensive front tries to turn it up with 17 to go. Gainwell remains in the back. He's at the top of the screen. There goes a Hurts run like you were talking about, Chris, but the Rams fill all the gaps. Timeout. Hurts throws throws incomplete for Brown. Rams are in pressure, and Hurts looking to run here, and Hoyt's got him, and he's down with 2 seconds left at the 48-yard line. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. We'll see if the Eagles bring a late rusher. Stafford has to step up, and so much for any of that as Josh Sweat sacks Matthew Stafford. A little beefy for Cardi, I think.
I would imagine, too. Let's see who's, they're going to bring the...
Forget that game. Got to do the trophy presentation after being on the field to watch that wrap up. What a moment. To Melissa a moment ago. Their adjustments will wait. It's the Eagles beginning at their own 30 with Saquon Barkley as the running back. And you said it, Chris. Big opening. Barkley let loose. Saquon will take it the distance. Touchdown. Terrific blocking up front. And Barkley goes 70 to extend the lead.
The adjustment was they were going to bring Michael Hoyt up and do a 5-man line. We're going to stop Saquon with a 5-man line. And on the very first play, led by Landon Dickerson's block, it was gone. Watch Dickerson come out here onto this second level and just get rid of Hoyt and then plant Omar Speights, and Saquon did the rest.
At 1 foot in the ground, the move, and Chris, it is that back with the power and the acceleration still to keep the music going. Jay Gelly at the extra point, 20-7. So it is 20-7. Man's kickoff will be a touchback. And the Rams have got to dig out of a bigger hole now. Will take over at their own 30-yard line. With access to the results, the feeling is different. Kyren Williams have a response. He lost the football, and the Rams got right back on it for the first moment. Let's see what happens at the bottom of the pile. They got it. Rams ball.
And just a pure punch out on the outside. Was that Jalen Carter over there doing that one? Because he's the guy that penetrates and causes so many problems.
2 hands on the ball as Williams goes for the first down. Stafford. Nakua. What a throw. What a throw. And catch and a flag.
I mean, about 3 times a game, and you know I say this all the time, Matthew Stafford makes a throw that goes, no, he did not. And this one is so covered out there. Yes, there was a foul, but that is a micro window that he just threw that ball into. And Nakua makes the catch.
38, back to the air and on the run, he throws, gets it out, complete to Colby Parkinson, who takes a hit over there at the 28-yard line. Slay walked off under his own power. Brandon Graham in the backfield comes up with a big play again. That is twice that Graham wants a sack, and that tackle for loss.
This is how they do it. They bring down inside Brandon Graham, and then on the outside, they bring Zach Bond, who used to be an outside linebacker, and so that entire front is very comfortable. So a quick change up. The Rams got a little something going on offense, and they answer.
Stafford about to get hit again. That pass incomplete. Graham from behind, that ball is ruled an incomplete pass. And Blankenship stops. Eagles have turned up the intensity. Stafford fires end zone. Towards Cup, through his hands, incomplete. Flag is down.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. First down for Florida foul.
Kyren Williams, the back. He's got it. Fighting for a yard. That's why Rodgers was in. He was flagged for the penalty. Second and goal, Stafford. End zone touchdown. Held on to by Demarcus Robinson. And the Rams respond with 6.
Because they just have not had a chance to see him in this combination. So you could just write it down. They're still going to attempt to run the football, but they are going after Rodgers the rest of this game.
(20-14). Demarcus Robinson on NBC. We're the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Year 3 of that. So looking forward to it. Touchback and offensive line just set the tone for the Eagles over really this last 5-year stretch. And continuing to do it this year. Hurts first down throw is A.J. Brown able to come up with it. Those guys can give it a push. They are strong and tough and good. And now leading the way from that guy. Barkley looks rejuvenated.
He's got a special group in front of him and arguably the 2 best tackles in football.
Averaging 10 yards a carry, buoyed by that 70-yard touchdown. Only a couple there, but if they get to the 48, it will be. Everybody crowding in. Hurts to try to go over the top and get him. Sneaks right under it for a first down. And a gain of 3. Jared Verse went airborne. Play pass, nothing much open downfield for Hurts. He's just going to bench it and get rid of it. Melissa, you were asking these guys about this play.
2nd and 10.
So you're not making any comment about
a chance.
If Melissa could gain well with the carry there for a yard. Durant just left the game. Ahkello Witherspoon, bottom of your screen is the corner that came in. Pressure comes, screen set up. Barkley's got blockers. Barkley has the first down and more. There goes Barkley again inside the 15-yard line. To 200 yards from scrimmage tonight.
So you're going to get a rush inside and Barkley to the outside. It is just like they're reading the mind of the defensive coordinator. You could not have called a more perfect play in that situation against that blitz and that pressure than what they did.
And the Eagles back in the red zone. Gainwell inside. It is Gainwell to the end zone. Philadelphia touchdown.
Well, Gainwell in the game last week popped a couple of traps and tight end wham.
Jake Elliott adds the extra point.
We got to do the surgery there. You got to do the surgery.
I'm going to go for the best hospital in Oregon, not the 3rd best. How about that? So, touchback here, and the Rams will take over.
We knew a little bit they were going to go after him first, and it's been a lot of it.
Those next-gen stats powered by AWS. Cooper Kupp on the catch for 6 yards. And the difference he's made slotting inside there is Cam Jurgens takes over at center. It's a run for Blake Corum for the first time tonight. He gets a Rams first down.
Kupp.
Here's Stafford communicating. I'm in the pistol. That throws high and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Davis Allen. Doing it without Bryce Huff here tonight. Out with a wrist procedure. Catch to the 48-yard line for Kupp. 3rd and 3. It's Kupp. Oh, he's hit hard by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. It's a fumble. It's where the ball went out of bounds, and it's shy of the first down. So C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 4th and 1 if they go.
I'm just going to tell you one thing. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is a bad man. He's a bad. We've seen him put some hits on people this year that take your breath away.
They call 4th and a yard. They go tight. They're going to put it up in the air, and Stafford's throw is complete. Nakua through a tackle, carrying his man for 30 yards. Puka to the 20-yard line.
You're going to get one-on-one coverage. This is how. 4th and 1, you know it's going to be man-to-man. Again, they go after Isaiah Rodgers, this time with Puka Nakua on the outside. What a call. What a tremendous, gutsy call that was.
And Josh Sweat is down for the Eagles. Just mentioned Bryce Huff. Nolan Smith in there with Brandon Graham on the edge. 1st and 10 for the Rams. From the 21, Stafford, Nakua, crossing. Yeah, it's about 9. Demarcus Robinson wouldn't. 12, it'll be a run. Williams spins away from one tackle for loss, but runs into a few others. It's a shame you can't have that official score and give Brandon Graham the credit there.
That edge player on this side, they even have shippers over there. They've got a tight end on that side, and they just blowing right through Parkinson. I mean, everybody loves Brandon.
This is 3rd and 3 for the Rams. Stafford throwing. Nakua broken up by Zach Ball. Flag down for a hold.
Correction, Philadelphia has elected to take the penalty. It could be 10 yards and 3rd down.
We went over to Jeff Hutchin, the line judge. And Stafford trying to escape, not going to do it. That's Milton Williams in there for the 2nd time tonight.
All right, we're going to get another double team over here on Carter, and here's Williams over here, the beneficiary of that. Because once you double team Carter, that means that you've got one-on-one everywhere else across the board. And the everywhere else has been whipping.
LA had 2nd and 1 at the 12 and end up with a 47-yard field goal attempt from Carty. Missed it right. That's the 3rd straight game with a missed field goal by Carty. Play the Monday night game, the Harbaugh Bowl tomorrow night. The Ravens and the Chargers. A good one. Saquon Barkley running to the left and gets to the 42-yard line.
Okay.
2nd and 5. Barkley again. 4 just a yard. Fisk here at the end of the 3rd quarter. They bring pressure and Hurts and throws. A.J. Brown's got it. Look out. There goes Brown. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 28 to end the quarter. One more time. It's a 100-yard receiving night for A.J. Eagles 27, Rams 14 after the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes away from a 7th consecutive win. And a terrific night on the ground. And in all phases for Saquon Barkley, up to 159 yards. Next Sunday night, we'll see Buffalo in person.
Oh, forgot about
2nd and 8. You're welcome. Goddard catch at the 22-yard line. With a Mahomes late run. He does it all the time, doesn't he? Inside run here, Barkley's got the 1st down.
You know, it's after a while, that just beats you down.
Toss Barkley, they brought in the fullback, and Barkley dances to the outside to get to the 11-yard line.
Run out of fight.
Barkley. 7-yard line. And you've seen that, Chris, in the 2nd half. They're number 1 in the league. 8 one-yard touchdown runs for Hurts this season. He's on the move again. This time he got pulled down hard, too, on that shoulder.
To at least try and relieve him so he can stay on some special teams, because he's expected to do everything for him.
2nd and goal. Couple of fakes. What's Hurts have left in the back end? Nothing. So we'll just throw it out the back line. Gainwell on the move. Hurts to the end zone. Incomplete. Tries to use the size. And there was a huge size advantage with Johnny Wilson, the rookie out of Florida State.
I would imagine the Eagles are being very cautious there. But if there is something, you'd go.
So 26-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's made 2. And he's 3 for 3. Evenly spaced out, 5-yard increments. Thanksgiving always means some high school football, whether traditional rivalries or playoffs. So for those watching involved in that, good luck. And enjoy the ride this weekend. First kick return of the night for the Rams. Xavier Smith has it and gets across the 32 to 33. Philly style. The stats show you that this Eagles defense has certainly been a great partner for the offense in the run game. Nakua with the catch for the Rams. 1st down and a gain of about 11 yards. Josh Sweat back on the field. Got that foot taped. The blitz is picked up. Stafford thrown to Nakua. Cooper DeJean was right there in his way. Continues to be a very good rookie corner. Second and 10. The Stafford throw is complete in front of Mitchell in the zone. It is 49 to go. Still a two-possession game. Kyren Williams stopped up there. The run was good early. Nacua on the move. Stafford. Pass deflected and incomplete. In the second round, addressing the need they had. 3rd and 11. Stafford's throw is Kupp, who is hit and immediately stopped by to Atwell in motion. Stafford got him. First down. Atwell. Kupp got bumped on the way out. Going to get the pass anyway. He'll gain about.
He's one of our best. We got to get him in there and just live with the growing pains, and there hasn't been any growing pains.
Stafford retreating, put it up for grabs, incomplete. As the pressure was on, the communication of who was going to break deep. Brandon Graham comes out for Philadelphia, talking to him, the training staff. It's 3rd down. It's Nacua. Hard tackle. Isaiah Rodgers starts it. The flag, though, comes down.
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Pass interference. Offense number 17. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
He's bringing 4. Stafford in trouble. Ball out. As once again, Milton Williams was there. The center, Bo Limmer, falls on it.
We're not calling his name a lot, but watch Carter here. He is going to make the move, the big swat on Bo Limmer, and set it up for Williams to come in and get the sack. Pressure is what forced Matthew Stafford to pull that ball down.
Recovery the fair catch. So this is one of those games when we go back and watch the film, then you'd appreciate how good Carter's been tonight. Start December on Sunday Night Football, 1 week from tonight. From the 9, the drive begins. Detroit has that quality, like you mentioned. Baltimore, we've seen, has that quality.
Buffalo.
Like you mentioned. 2nd and 4. Gave him a couple for Barkley. But you hit on an interesting point. We talk about quarterbacks, timeout Rams, they take their next.
You know what it is.
Just let you listen to that and all the sounds inside. There you go. Good call, Chris. Good call, Chris. Good call, Nick Sirianni.
Outside. Defense number 95. 5-yard penalty. Results for the first down.
Makes the long trip out to L.A. for this one. And that is it for long road trips for Philly. And in great shape. 6 to go. Gainwell dancing inside. Get to the 28-yard line.
Milestone.
And he's 6 yards shy of a career high for rushing yards. And he's got it! And he's got more! And he's gonna go all the way! What a night! What a season! What a player!
You get all the linemen and the tight ends going to the left. You have the threat of Jalen Hurts going the other way, and you have the speed of Saquon Barkley when he gets in space. And this looks like a replay of what happened against Washington.
Yep.
Washington's hanging in there, fighting their tails off, and Saquon just nails them with one big run after another.
Tonight, it's one of the top 10 rushing performances in a game in the history for Saquon Barkley. 37-14, the 9th highest rushing total in a single game by a player in NFL history. Somebody should be engineering a trade for that ball. Get that back. That should be a piece of Philadelphia football history it's held on to. Big hit on Kyren Williams from C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Dropped to 5 and 6. That is only a game out in the NFC West. Logjam in the division. 2 at 6 and 5. 2 at 5 and 6.
It's the other side of the line of scrimmage and go. They're better than we are.
Nacua with the catch. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the rookie, will move Barkley to the top of that conversation. I prefer not to, so I'll let everybody else do it.
Just tell everybody you're a Lamar Jackson guy. When you got Lamar and you got Derrick Henry on the same team, and now I think that you have to think the same way with the Philadelphia Eagles, with what we've been able to see tonight out of Jalen Hurts and the way he's controlling and not making mistakes out there. We can pass them around here to the Eagles.
Give them all to Saquon. First down pass to Atwell. First down again through the air to Atwell. He continues to battle. He continues to throw it at a high level. Nacua couldn't pull that in. We saw that one beautiful pass he made to Nacua earlier. And
I still think led, of course, by Jalen Carter.
And one of those beautiful throws by Stafford to Cooper Kupp for the touchdown. Matthew delivers on cue.
And when he uncorks that thing, the safety just has no time to make the break. He's inside position on Quinyon Mitchell, and the safety can't get there.
It's a fake, and it's an over-the-top throw behind Nacua. And the conversion's no good with 1:07 for Ethan Evans. Bears recovered an onside kick today, and that's a let's see, slap it out of bounds. Move there by Dallas Goedert.
Illegal batting. Receiving team number 88. A 10-yard penalty. Free kick.
Take two on this onside kick. Got the bounce, and that time, instead of batter, he was catcher. On Thanksgiving night and Niners-Bills on Sunday night. You're on NBC. Andy didn't do a thing for
working it. He's going to carry your bag.
Not a chance. Our entire team, Mike Black, Mark Amento, Brandon Glass with us, Wade Junko as well. And a 37-20 Philadelphia win to improve the Eagles to 9-2, and the Rams fall to 5-6.